What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's Heat Kicks back with another dope sneaker unboxing, and Merry Christmas to all my subscribers. Merry Christmas to all the new people possibly watching this video. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, have a great weekend. And if you don't celebrate any of those, if you're completely anti-holiday, have a great rest of December. But I have a really special unboxing for you guys today, and I'm glad that I'm going to be doing it on Christmas. The sneaker that I'm going to be showing you guys today is something that we had talked about before in the past, and this officially will be the best sneaker in my entire collection, and in a moment you guys will know why. And with that, let's go ahead and get right into the sneaker. It is a Doenbecher freestyle model. I won't give away exactly which one it is. I hope the box doesn't give that away either. On the far side, we have Doenbecher freestyle as well. Then we have Doenbecher writing on both the far end and the close end with the size sticker there. And hopefully I didn't show that to you guys long enough for you guys to actually see what the model is. Let me go ahead and pop the top. As you guys can see on the inside, I had to rip it, of course, to get open, but it does have a little freestyle sticker, and then it says freestyle in silver or gray writing all over the tissue paper on the top. And what do we have here? Bang! So yeah, guys, we've got the StockX tag, we got the StockX receipt sticker, which is actually something new that they've been sending. I actually haven't seen this, although as you guys know, I have had some issues with StockX, so it's been about a month or two since I've purchased from them, but they are adding these new stickers as well. But let's go ahead and get into the sneaker at hand. Bang! Bang, the Nike Doenbecher SB Dunk. Let's go ahead and get these out so I don't mess up the packaging. As you can see, it did come with 2 extra pair of laces, dark green, the green that matches my shirt, and white. And both lace tips say Joey Bates. Joey Bates is the kid that basically designed this sneaker through the Doenbecher Foundation. And something else I didn't notice, on the inside of the box, they basically have the story of Joey Bates here. You can see him here in the wheelchair. And then it has a little description with kind of a color graphic pattern on the inside of the box, which is kind of nice. I always like when they add extras and whatnot. Let me go ahead and read a little bit of it to you. Age 12, diagnosis Duchenne's muscular dystrophy type 2. Now, the reason that this is so important to me is because my brother had that same very rare, very serious form of muscular dystrophy, and it actually ended up taking his life. For most of you guys, you probably don't know what muscular dystrophy is, but Duchenne's muscular dystrophy is one of the rarest and worst forms of muscular dystrophy. For those of you guys that don't know, it's a disease that breaks down the muscles in the body, and the heart being a muscle, obviously, if your heart's breaking down and your muscles are breaking down, yes, you guys get the idea. Now, there are other forms of muscular dystrophy where people live to be a lot older. I know some gentlemen that are, in their 40s and 50s with muscular dystrophy, but based on this specific type of Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, the age expectancy or the life expectancy is very low. So unfortunately, my brother did pass at the age of 21, and it is just a really tough form of muscular dystrophy, a really tough disorder in itself. It says here, Nike SB Dunk Pro Low, if there's one thing to be said about Joey Bates, it's this: the kid loves chicken. Whether it's baked or fried, strip or nugget form, he's a fan, which is why you'll find 2 dueling chickens on the inside of the shoe. Let me go ahead and show you one of them right now. I'll pull the laces out. You can see on the inside of this one, there's a chicken on a tank. And then also on the outside of the shoe, we have chicken hits. You can see the chicken where it pops up on the gold wing here on the side. And it also says Joey has a serious need for speed and loves racing around in his wheelchair, which can currently hit 7 miles per hour. Then on the bottom, it says Doenbecher Freestyle is a remarkable partnership between Doenbecher Children's Hospital in Oregon. It's a science and health university that works hand in hand with Nike. Now in its 15th year, the program gives young patients a chance to create limited edition sneakers and then release them with the Doenbecher series. I'm going to go ahead and throw this to the side. And for those of you guys that don't know a whole lot about the Doenbecher series, basically what it is they give 5 or 6 children each year, children that are usually terminally ill, are really sick, or have lifelong sicknesses, disorders, diseases, things of that nature. They allow them to pick a certain sneaker and then basically design it at their will. And from what I've heard, they let the kids basically do what they want, and that's kind of why we see on some of the models they kind of have more of a childish influence. And that's because Nike doesn't really say, well, no, you should do this or no, you should do that. They give them the shoe, they let them pick the particular model of the shoe that they want, and they let them go crazy with it. But anyways, it's just a super dope concept. And the thing that really gets me with this model is when I went and looked at the Doenbecher series, this particular model for some reason just stuck out to me. It was the only model that I was interested in. I immediately went on Nike to look at the backstories, and I was going through and I was reading the story, and when I found out that he had the same exact extremely rare form of muscular dystrophy and that I was powerfully drawn to this sneaker without even knowing the story behind it, it really blew me away. And as you guys know, I'm a diehard Celtics fan and season ticket holder, and the colorway on the sneaker, although it kind of goes along with other teams, the Celtics City Edition jersey is actually dark green, gold, and then that goldish yellow kind of color. So I was automatically drawn to it for that reason. On the front, on the tongue, we have the American flag. He actually put that on the sneaker because he supports the troops, and his cousin was in the military. Again, as you guys know, I am a disabled veteran, so I thought that was really cool. And as it said, he likes chicken, and you've got the chicken flying on a military airplane in the heel of the left shoe, and then on the heel of the right shoe, let me pull the laces back, and on the heel of the right shoe, you've got a chicken riding on a tank, which I thought was just really, really dope. So again, I didn't know anything about the sneaker. I was drawn to it because of the American flags, the Celtics-like colorway, and then I found out that Joey Bates, the kid behind the design, had the specific form of muscular dystrophy that my brother had passed away from, and from that moment, I was definitely set on the shoe. I even went on and posted that I would do anything, no matter what it took, to get this shoe in the collection. And I'm actually very happy and fortunate that the prices didn't go really, really high on these right off the bat. They sold for $25,000 in auction with this special packaging. As you guys know, they put these up for auction first to raise money for the foundation. Another thing to note with the specific Doenbecher models is that all the money and the proceeds go to the Doenbecher Foundation, not to Nike. So from what I've heard, even the cost to make the shoe goes to the Doenbecher Foundation. So the cost of the shoe is basically Nike's donation, and then the cost of purchasing the shoe is basically the buyer's donation to the Doenbecher series. Now the crazy thing is, nowadays they've come out with so many models. A lot of people go for the crazy colorways, and they don't always really care too much about the, behind the design and what the diseases are that the kids have that create them. But I think that is a really dope concept. I think it's really dope that Nike does a lot of different collabs, not just for hype, but things that help kids, different foundations and things of that nature. And of course, this one is particularly special and close to my heart. Again, I'm really glad that the prices didn't skyrocket on these, because now I'm actually thinking about getting a second pair. Initially, I just wanted to get one pair, put it in a glass case, and keep it forever as a memoriam of my brother, but now it looks like I might be able to get a second pair so I could put one away forever, and then also have one to put on my feet so I could tell people the story behind the sneaker, behind the design, and about my brother. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the details about the sneaker. I know I've been kind of going on for a minute about some of the details, but it is very important to me. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell so you can get all my videos on demand. And if you guys have been with me, you guys know you are always greatly appreciated, and without you guys this would not be possible. And let's get into it. And as we always do, starting off at the bottom, we have the typical SB Dunk outsole. Of course, it transitions from dark green to yellow, then a solid dark green center, back to yellow, back to green, and then that 52 numbering here on the back is because he's a fan of Clay Matthews, also kind of going into that that green and yellow colorway. That's the Packers colorway as well. So as I said, yeah, it is that Celtic City edition jersey, but his specific design behind this was because he was a Packers fan. And then again, as you can see on the other side, we have an all clear outsole with the 52 throughout, and then the solid green here in the middle, again for Clay Matthews. And I just thought it was really neat that they did two different color bottom outsoles. Of course, we've got the StockX tag. I was not able to get them on release day, so I was able to pick them up afterwards. It was a little bit over retail, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. We have the gold that wraps all the way around the toe box. We have green on the toe. We've got these really bright yellowish green laces. We've got that dark green leather panel here in the middle, and then we've got foul turtle on the Nike swoosh here. And basically foul turtle, it's not real turtle skin, it's basically leather designed to be in the same texture as like a turtle shell, as you guys can see there. We've got gold on the wings in the back, and then we've got those chicken hits on the outside of both sneakers. Wrapping around, we have Joey on the left sneaker and Bates on the right sneaker. Also on the right sneaker, as I showed you guys before, we have the chicken on the tank, and then on the left sneaker we have the chicken on the military airplane, which I thought was really, really dope. And of course, on both sneakers we have the American flag, which represents the troops. And one of the things that really got me about that is that that was one of the things that my brother was proud of me for the most. The fact that I had joined the Army and that I was in the military serving our country. So when all these elements came through to this sneaker, I absolutely just had to have this sneaker in the collection. I know it's kind of crazy to say, but it almost seems like this sneaker was designed and my brother was calling out to me from this sneaker. Literally every detail down to the lacing is exactly what I would want on an SP Dunk. And again, the story behind the design being so personal is just really, really crazy to me. Again, like I said, we have Joey Bates that comes around on the back of the heel, and then gold on the back of the heel as well. You also have Joey Bates on the lace tips, so both on the white pair and the green pair. These are tucked away. Let me go ahead and pull these out so we can see these. But yeah, you guys can see there. It's kind of tough to see on camera, but it's got Joey Bates on both laces. And then one of the coolest things about the sneaker is the interior. As you guys can see, like the swoosh that we have, we also have a foul turtle interior. As you guys can see, it basically looks like the top of a turtle shell, and it's an all gold material. It's got a little bit of a shine to it, which is really dope. We've got a nice puffy tongue. It's not the super puffy tongue that we got with some of the original SB Dunks, but it is still a pretty nice and thick puffy tongue. And also too, on Nike SB Dunks, I really haven't seen this much before, but there's a huge ankle or Achilles pad for added comfort. But yeah, the inside of the shoe looks like it was designed to be really comfortable. Extra padding, nice thick tongue. We've also got the dope Celtics colorway or Packers colorway, depending on who you are. And then of course, like I said, on both hits of the sneaker, we have that little chicken that pops up on the outside. Really, really dope collab from Joey Bates. Let me go ahead and give you guys a couple more close-up looks. Got the name on the back. We've got that dope tooling. I really just love all the extras that they put on it. They didn't just make it green and gold. They put the textures. They did the foul turtle because the turtle was his favorite pet. They did the chicken because his favorite food was chicken. And that's another crazy thing I just thought of. My brother's favorite food was chicken nuggets. Like, wow, this sneaker just blows my mind. And yes, I have a lot of dope sneakers in my collection. Prior to this, I had my favorites, but because of the significance of the story, this shoe right here, the Doenbecher Nike SB Dunk of 2008, is the #1 shoe in my entire collection. #1 shoe. Out of 150 to 200 sneakers, this is the shoe. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said before, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and smash that notification bell. And if you guys have been with me, you guys already know that you're greatly appreciated. Again, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, or have a great rest of your December. It's Heat Kicks. I'm out.
It's unexpected when you well connected. Nobody see it coming. Quiet money's the only thing we wanted, but they respect it when applying pressure. Nobody